Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of
You're
the
pretty
Married
focused on the ladies there.
2 Stupid podcast.
Simmer down.
I am Jacob. This is Kristen, my beautiful wife, and we are Married 2 Stupid.
I had a message.
Jeez, we're doing an intro here. Holy crap.
Sorry, my personal social life doesn't stop.
Well, it should. Anyway, welcome back to this week's episode, number 2 of season 2. The 2-2.
Can we address the grave error that you have made?
What is?
Because you're alienating our OG listeners
So
who fell in love with us via our voice on the podcast. Jacob here was so balls deep into this video that he dropped the ball
and released it 2 days later. Yes, I'm aware.
Did you actually release the
not yet, but it's still
okay?
It's still 2 days later.
So our OG fans are like, "Where is it?" Because I work, I can't watch YouTube. I yada yada yada. I listen in the car. They can't do that. We're alienating our original fan base.
But on the bright side, we have had over 90 people watch us on YouTube.
That is super. But I don't want to forget about the originals.
We don't forget. Never
like
forget.
the Kims from Constantine and the Mr. Kims from Constantine.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Or the Mollies from Minnesota.
We have a Molly from Minnesota?
Or Tony from
Tuscaloosa?
Tuscany.
Oh, all the way from Italy we have listeners.
Maybe. I was just picking names that began with the same city or country.
I've also made some changes based on me watching.
Me too.
Last week.
Can you guys guess what mine is?
You got a haircut?
I got a haircut.
My hair is down. And I washed it today. Don't touch it. Your greasy mitts are going to mess it up.
I washed my hands after I went to the bathroom today.
I doubt that completely. My hair is washed and blow dried. It's got this. So, got this hair oil in Paris. And they're like, it's a dry oil. What does that even mean? Oil is oil is oil. Like, it's not you spray it and it crumbles into like powdered sugar. So anyway, that's in my hair as well. It smells good. This is the stuff that you thought was Casey's cologne for the longest time because it was in the downstairs bathroom. It's not. It's French hair oil. I also put on more makeup.
That's the stuff that I sprayed on myself and walked.
And you were like waiting for him to notice.
And then you were like, "That's."
Yeah, I was like, "Is that
cologne?
Is it that like square bottle?"
Well,
and you thought you were hilarious. You were like giggling walking through the house.
Yes, because I like sprayed myself 6 times to get the scent like overly done.
Yeah, it's not cologne.
Why would you put that on his bathroom?
I don't know. I don't know why that was there. And it was not there for like a day or two. It was there for like
that's why I was like, this has got to be his.
I don't know. I don't have a reason
it's
or
not
explanation.
Like, and it's not like I smell Casey, so I didn't like spray it and like, yeah, that smells like Casey. Like I didn't do that. I thought maybe
anyway,
sprayed it on his bald head or
so
something.
Listen to this. This is a funny little snippet of a story. So after watching myself, I was like, damn, she's pale. She's Casper level pale.
Mm-hmm.
And I've known this, but I've kind of embraced the low maintenance makeup look.
Yeah.
It's easier in the summer. Like makeup just sweats off anyway. Like some days I don't even wear it. But when I was looking last week, I was like, ooh. Actually, it wasn't even last week. We're filming on a Wednesday and I watched it on Monday.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Kristen, like you're gonna have to, what is the word that I heard that zest it up?
Yeah.
Make it zesty.
You got to be very manure. Demure, not manure. Not manure.
Demure.
Maybe you look like manure. I don't know. Demure. Yeah. Demure, very cutesy.
Anyway, so I go to Target, right?
I don't know what that means.
And my kids are like, what are we getting? I was like, well, obviously we're getting a lot of Halloween candy. Also, we're going to look at the makeup. And I said, because mommy realized watching this video that I need to wear more makeup than what I do. And Parker, our 10-year-old daughter, goes, that sounds like insecurity. I was so proud. It's like, yes. And I said, yes. Yes, it is. It is absolutely.
Well, I think you were beautiful.
Thank you.
You're
but I
welcome.
also had that dream about you the other night that I'm still pissed about. And okay, I had this dream. I hate when I have these dreams about him that like I wake up in the morning and I'm just so mad. This one, I found out he was taking his high school crush to the Lions games with him. And I confronted him about it, obviously. And he just was like laissez-faire about it. He's like, he didn't care. And I was like, do you not care about us being okay? And you, in my dream, you're like, and then you were like getting after me for all these tiny little things that I've done that have apparently just like set you off in our marriage. One was getting family pictures and spending the money on them. Another was helping somebody by bringing them a meal when a family member was ill. But like in your head, it was me doing too much and taking away from our family. I'm still, so thank you for saying I look beautiful, but forgive me if I don't think it's sincere after that,
after the
dream the other night
that I had nothing to do with.
I'm so mad at you.
I think, I've told you
that
this
was
before.
Sunday night. I was in a coma Sunday. I slept 12 hours. I was so tired.
Maybe that was your problem. You medically induced yourself.
I didn't medically induce that coma. It just happened because I was tired from the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, how was your week?
I went to the Lions game, sat next to a pretty girl.
Dude.
I didn't know her, though. She did buy my tickets, though, on Ticket Exchange. It was like a...
Okay.
It was... Yeah.
I'm sure that
It was apparently a girls' night, and they sat the married one next to me, so... Nothing to worry about there. And we won.
Oh, okay.
The game. We won the game. The game. I don't even know her name. She just sat next to me. And our legs touched.
Are you trying to dig a grave here?
No.
That was the same night as the dream.
You know, this is your fault.
This is insecurity.
This is insecurity. This, you know, if 18 years ago,
on thin ice now.
if you 18 years ago did not fall asleep at that one football game,
my God,
I was
just talking to my friends about this. They're like, "Do you ever go with them?" I'm like, "No, I'm not allowed to."
I would take you, but I'm not going to spend
Jacob,
hundreds of dollars a year for you to fall asleep.
My life is exponentially different since 18 years ago. We have 3 kids now. Okay, we have a swarm of pets. We have a house. We're married.
Yeah.
Wait, we were married then probably. But
18 years ago?
But
no, we were not.
Okay. No, we weren't. In my defense, 1, I had a cold. 2, I worked third shift that night and we just left for Detroit right after we both got out of work.
So
3, it was a boring ass game.
Yes, they lost by a lot.
Yeah. So all 3 things put together creates a soup of tiredness.
And you snoring in the middle of the third
I actually don't think that I don't think I snored.
I'm pretty sure you were.
Anyway, I think it's okay that I go to another one.
But maybe
I also don't understand anything about football.
Next year, next year I'll remember not to sell the game that does the cheerleading thing, and then we can get Parker to do the cheerleading thing, which technically. Well, we can't technically go this year.
It's like a little cheerleading workshop for younger girls.
Yeah, and then after
Parker's age, that they get to learn a routine with the Detroit Lions cheerleaders.
Yeah, the Detroit Lions cheerleaders.
And then they perform during halftime.
Yeah, so it's kind of a cool thing. But I technically still have tickets, but I only got 2 tickets, and we would need at least 3 if she was going to go.
Yeah.
So I technically have tickets available still, but not enough for us to go. And then we have a
and also
other kid that needs to go.
If the Lions go to the Super Bowl, I'll just go with you.
That won't happen because I'm already going to spend in like $5,000 to get a ticket for that game.
Should we move on?
That's just for me. I will go knowing nobody. Anyway,
should we go on to our first segment? Because I think it was a real win last week with our new things. Roll the jingle.
Roll the jingle.
Now it's time to sit back and relax and get ready for this randomness with Kristen's questions.
right, now here we are. The first, Kristen's questions with a KY. This actually does talk about the Super Bowl, and I didn't plan that out like that, like to direct the conversation in that way. But listen to this. You know, I don't want to give my opinion, but you could probably tell a little bit about by my tone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There is a World Marriage Day. This holiday also falls on the same day as Super Bowl Sunday.
Like
Smart or no, every year. Well, to be honest, I've only looked like 3 years back. But for 2025 and the previous 2 years, it's been on Super Bowl Sunday every time.
Oh.
Smart or no?
No, it sounds like some wife was jealous and wanted to try to have her husband be around, and that was a stupid move.
But let's think about it this way,
like,
too.
What's more important, the Super Bowl of you? And I'm like, well, marriages end 50% in divorce, so...
All right, so...
Luckily, you don't take part in that. We don't do Hallmark holidays.
Yet.
Like that.
Actually, I think...
Don't be hitting the camera. You're moving things.
I also think it's kind of stupid because it's like the same time as Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's literally like a week
So
before
which
Valentine's
one
Day.
are we going to acknowledge? There's like Sweetest Day and I don't know. When is that? November, October?
September, I think.
You don't know.
Okay, Google.
Alexa, when is Sweetest Day?
Sweetest Day will be on Saturday, October 19th, 2024.
In case you didn't hear, Saturday, October 19th, 2024.
Man, I'm glad we don't celebrate it.
Yeah, because you'd forget.
And here's more about
I don't need more, Alexa. It's fine.
Yeah, shut up, Alexa.
Be nice to her. She's just gonna screw up if you don't. There's just a lot.
There is.
And I mean, it's
And they're all
nice
fake
to
and
celebrate
made up.
marriage, but we also have anniversaries.
Yeah.
So I don't know. At some point, you just gotta, you gotta call a spade, right? Is that how you would use that?
I mean, maybe technically you
We're
said that
doing
correctly?
too much. We're doing
Exactly.
Too much.
Exactly.
Like, this is why the economy is like it is, because people are trying to keep up with the Hallmark holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. JD Vance, Tim Walz, why didn't
They should have discussed that.
you didn't
Hallmark
talk about
holidays
that yesterday?
last night, yeah.
Dicks.
Hey. Stop. You're elevating to a level that we don't need to be
I was trying
at.
to match your
No, you're not
energy
matching my
here.
energy because I'm
Because
trying to
you're
have a
upset.
serious no, not to the level you are.
Well,
I just think
somebody needs to be.
there's so many holidays. You can Google every day of the year, and there's like 3 obscure holidays for every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, could you imagine if you committed to celebrating all of them?
That would be actually kind of
I wonder. So today is what? October 2nd. What holidays are today? Let's see. International Day of Nonviolence, Guardian Angel Day,
Oh,
Guinea Independence Day.
Guinea? Like
yeah,
New Guinea?
probably like New Guinea. Hold on. Now
What about Old
wait,
Guinea?
I'm not done. International Walk to School Day, National Coffee with a Cop Day, National Custodian Day, National Fried Scallops Day, okay, come on now.
Name your car day. Is that what this is?
National Name Your Car Day. These are all, today is October 2nd. These are all October 2nd. National Produce Misting Day. They're trolling us. No, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
So could you imagine if somebody made a New Year's resolution that they're going to celebrate every holiday?
I kind of want to.
No.
I kind of want to pick.
We
a
don't
new
have
holiday
produce
here.
to mist.
Well, then we would pick a different one.
No, I mean like if you
like
committed.
name your car day. We could celebrate that one.
Mm.
What is your car's name?
I don't have a name
I
for
don't
my
have a
car.
car.
I've
I don't have a name
never
for my car
really felt that there was a good one for my car.
Yeah, I never felt like there. I always felt it was stupid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Casey just got his and named it Bertha or something. With
Did he?
I don't know if it's Bertha. It's something, but he named it.
Well, now it's not
And
anything.
now it's in the shop.
It's a brand new car.
I feel sorry for him.
Have you seen the TikTok creator who names all of his appliances?
No.
I mean, we named our robot vacuum Florence.
You did that.
Well, we
Me, you.
that's as far as we've gone. But this guy on TikTok,
Like how we've named our appliances, and there was one.
that's it. That's as far as we've gone.
You made it sound like we did all of our appliances, and it was
no. I was
one.
talking about the TikTok guy who names all his appliances.
That's right. Okay.
But where was I going with it? Oh, but I did name my GPS, but I can't remember what its name was.
Was that one like Deborah or something?
No, that was that stray
Bonnie.
dog I found. Bonnie. Yes.
And
Yes.
and you
had to talk really sweet to Bonnie.
And it wasn't that you named Bonnie. That was literally the voice.
Was
name.
it?
Yes.
I mean, it's been a long time since we had that Garmin GPS.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm tired of talking about
that.
this.
We took to Cleveland, and it was like 2 years old, so it was like telling us to get off of on a freeway that was like demolished and no longer there. Yeah.
All right, are we ready for the next segment?
Yeah, let's roll it.
Roll the jingle.
I don't know why I point every time.
So here we are. Hot takes are hot cakes.
Hot cakes.
Now this one, I have no opinion on. You may. I know some people have very strong opinion. So
let's get to the topic and talk.
Let's get right to it. The great toilet paper debate: over or under?
No, I don't have a problem with over or under. I don't really care.
The
debate that I have is, for one, single ply should not be a thing.
Well, I know you feel very strongly about your pliage.
It needs to be minimum 2-ply. And you can tell how much an organization cares about you as an employee or a customer based on how many plies the toilet paper is in the shitter.
Yeah, I mean,
if you go into a place and it's a nice 2-ply or a rare 3-ply, they love you and you should never stop working for them or going to them as a customer because they care about you. You go somewhere and it's a single ply and you got to wrap your hand 15 times.
Otherwise, that could be really serious.
And somehow it's still somewhat transparent.
It's like that toilet paper where just human touch makes it disintegrate.
Yeah.
Can you imagine wiping your sensitive areas with that?
The oil from your hands makes it just dissolve. They don't care about you, and you should leave immediately and not spend a dime.
You have opinions.
I do.
Yeah. That's not what the question was.
What was
the question? Was over or under?
Oh,
with toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
Some people call it beards versus mullets.
Okay.
I don't. I don't care what way you put it on there. I don't think it's hugely problematic to unroll it one way versus the other.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. Some people have said like their kids are more likely to mess with it if it's the beard way because they can just easily grab it and pull instead of going underneath and finding where it ends.
Oh.
We've never had that issue.
Well, I'm going to say those parents are dumb because it's an inch difference.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That is the dumbest.
I feel
that is stupid.
Here's the thing.
Please tell me the thing.
I get the hint that you're a burnt pickle today.
You know, I have a little bit of a hurt head.
Okay.
Yes. From the headaches.
Yeah. Yeah. You have very, very controversial opinions that you're very heated about.
No.
Like it's not just you relaying.
I'm just trying to match your intensity.
See, I don't think I have that level of intensity.
I'm trying to match your intensity of beauty.
Shut up.
That
makes no sense.
I'm trying to boost your self-esteem.
No, you're just being dumb.
I'm not.
You're just being dumb. All we're trying to do here is talk about toilet paper, and you're acting like we're discussing World War III.
I disagree.
Of course you do. That tracks. That tracks. Let's just move on to the next segment.
Roll the jingle. Beards are fine.
Areas to ponder, choices away. In what would you do? Will lighten your day.
All right, so here we are. What would you do?
What would you do?
Well, you don't even know the scenario yet, Jacob. So why don't you dial it down?
Someone seems like they're in a
Why don't you dial it down? Okay.
It's like they're in
Okay, let's do that. Here we go. Scenario.
Yes.
The surprise guest. Do not pre-read. I know you don't read fast anyway, but do not look. I don't want you forming an opinion until I'm done.
Okay. The microphone's in the way. I can't see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Situation.
Mm-hmm.
You and your spouse have planned a cozy weekend getaway to celebrate your anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you're about to leave, your spouse's best friend calls, saying they're in town and would love to catch up. Right at the same time you are supposed to be leaving. What would you do? What would you do, Jacob?
Oh, well, like how long have you not seen this friend?
It doesn't say. So you could entertain several different.
But because it depends, it really depends.
I feel like we've had similar instances before, and it's not been as serious. It's more like, I remember when we first bought this house, and we bought it at the beginning of July, and then when Labor Day, which is the September one, not the May one, rolled around, we were like, we need this long weekend to get our shit in order. And we were trying to potty train our daughter. We're like, we're not going anywhere. We're not having anybody over, what have you. Certain family members from out of town were not happy with that because they had planned to descend upon our home that weekend. We didn't invite them. They just, anyway, we told them no. But then your cousin was driving through town. And she was like, hey, can we just stop by and see the house real quick? It wasn't staying the night. It wasn't even staying an hour.
Yeah.
And we said yes. And then we crossed our fingers that family member never found out. And I think we're in the clear until just now.
I'm going to go with whoever this mystery person was. Won't remember because I barely remembered that. But I do remember now because I was building, it's the little cabinet thing we have upstairs. And they came in and they're like, oh, I didn't know you could do woodworking. It's that little shelf that we have like going into the bathroom. It's got the black legs.
Cousin said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what cousin we're talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel, one, we don't have a lot of friends, so I don't know that we would really
Thank God
run into that issue. But I think we could just be frank, honestly. I mean, frank and honestly is the same thing. We could just be honest and be like, hey, so sorry. I wish you had told me sooner. We're like walking out the door.
Here's the thing though.
What's the thing?
If best friend Abby came up.
Abby would never. Abby plans her vacations a year and a half in advance.
I understand that. And I realized this Saturday or Sunday, I'm solo because of it.
And you're excited.
And and that's where I'm going with this. Excited.
Just continue with whatever
if
you're
Abby
say.
was like, oh crap, I forgot to tell you. I'm going to be here in an hour. And you were like, oh, I haven't seen Abby in forever. I would probably be like, man, you should go.
I just don't think that's a good example.
You should go hang out and I could play games.
On our anniversary weekend getaway? No.
Oh, shit. It was an anniversary? I thought it was just a romantic getaway.
It is for an anniversary.
Oh.
It's a weekend getaway. Using Abby for that is just a horrible example because she is the ultra planner. She's been nagging me about this weekend and what time I'm arriving. And I won't know what time I'm arriving until I wake up Sunday morning. Like that's just how it's going to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she won't ask me about it when I talk to her in the morning tomorrow for like
when
4
is she
times.
traveling up here?
They're flying, and I believe they're flying in on Saturday.
Oh.
Early in the day.
So maybe they're trying to revolve their day around you and you're just screwing
No,
up.
I'm the second round of guests coming to see them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they need to make sure that
Take that as you will.
You're the one that scheduled it though.
No, she did. She told me what day. She told me what day to arrive.
Oh, well, she's a planner. That's a good thing.
which is why using her as an example was stupid.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's just knowing the friend. Like your friend who moved to Ohio who doesn't listen to this podcast because he hates you.
Yeah.
But he's also your best friend.
Yeah.
If he said that, I'd be like, sorry, dude. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Just like this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Would you do the shoulder thing?
Do I normally do the shoulder
No,
thing?
but I'm asking if you would, just to emphasize, like.
No, because that's reserved for like, sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought that's
Like-
what we were doing. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that was bad. Yeah, sorry. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
I have nothing to offer.
Nothing to. I'm going.
My hands are empty.
On this super romantic weekend, probably with my kids because my wife doesn't let them stay anywhere else. So it's overly romantic.
Well,
Don't know what to do.
I will eventually let our son, once he learns how to eat food,
Yeah.
because he doesn't eat anything. It depends just on the day.
Mhm.
And he goes to people's houses and they're like, I don't know what to feed him, because they'll offer him things that he will eat here.
Like French toast.
Yeah. The little a-hole loves French toast. Then the other day, the doctor's like, why don't you get him involved in meal planning? Okay. Connor, what do you want for dinner? Would you like French toast? No, it has eggs.
Well, he is not wrong. It does
He
have
told
eggs.
my friend he doesn't like macaroni and cheese. But he told her he likes popcorn, which is a lie. He does not like popcorn. And when she gave him some, he took one little popped kernel and he went,
And then said, I don't like it.
no, he pretended to eat it. One little piece of popcorn.
Oh my God, he's great.
So I told him he can't spend the night at his friend's house until he learns to eat like a normal person.
He's just going to take boxes of cereal to his friend's house.
Probably. He will be that kid. Like, here, I'm going to send him with all of these so he doesn't drive you batshit crazy at meal times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give him a bowl and some milk and he'll be fine.
So do you have anything more to offer?
No,
as we,
I would give him the shoulder shrug like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
yeah. And he probably
It's-
wouldn't see the shoulder shrug because he'd probably be on the phone or like text message or something like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can feel the emphasis when you do that through the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jay
Yeah. Am I the asshole? Not really me,
Mm-hmm.
more likely him. But
Definitely.
this is where I give a story from Reddit, the subreddit, Am I the Asshole?
Did you read it before?
No. Did I?
Great. You're just screwing this segment up.
I may have.
Oh, boy.
I pride myself on picking them at random. I don't know why I didn't this time. And I don't know why I picked this one. Anyway, let's just get right into it.
Let's
okay?
get into it.
Am I the asshole for not waiting for my wife at the next subway station after I got on the train and the doors closed before she got on? I know why I picked this one. I'll tell you why at the end.
Okay.
So basically, wife and I were in a rush to catch our subway train to go to a brunch with my parents at our favorite restaurant. We were already 10 minutes late, and my parents are always super punctual, and I didn't want to keep them waiting any longer for us. As we approach the escalator down to our subway platform, I can hear our train approaching. So I tell my wife that we need to catch the train, and we both hurry down the escalator, me in front of her. When we get to the bottom, I heard the subway door chimes indicating that the doors were about to close. So I rushed into the train at the last moment, but my wife was left on the platform on the other side. I thought, okay, well, this sucks that I made the train, but my wife didn't. But it's not really a big deal because we both know exactly where we are going and it's only 5 stops away. I will just meet her at the restaurant. I don't get any self-service underground, so we couldn't communicate with each other. So I arrive at the restaurant alone and greet my parents, who immediately question me about where my wife is. I told them what happened, and they didn't really seem to think much of it. But when she gets there 20 minutes later, she is all angry at me for not getting off the train at the next stop and waiting for her there, then getting on that train and continuing together. It made for a bit of an uncomfortable brunch because we could all tell there was tension. After the brunch on our way home, she explained why she was mad and then became all short with me and pretty much gave me silence the rest of the way home. By the way, I'm making this subtle edit 25 days later after this was posted to let you all know that this entire story was completely fabricated. It's based on a real event that happened with my brother many years ago, but he was the one to get on the train and leave me behind. Okay, why did you even have to do that? That just ruins this whole thing.
You just, gosh, dang. Well, I mean,
anyway, let's just pretend he didn't fabricate that, because that just, why do people do that?
I think all of our Am I the Assholes are fake.
Well, he literally came out 25 days later to say it was, after people are like, "Ugh." So here's what he says. My position is that we both knew where we were going, and she knew my parents are easily irritated when I arrive late. So why would I have gotten off the train to wait for her unnecessarily? Am I the asshole? So I picked that one because it reminded me of when we were in Italy and we were rushing to get, I think, on or off the subway, and Casey like pushed our kids out of the way so that he could get on. And I was like he's just like, and I was like, Casey, you don't even know where you're going. Like, we're not leaving our kids behind. Like, so remind me of that. Anyway, taking the whole fabrication thing, taking the whole fabrication thing out.
Yeah, yeah.
What are your thoughts?
You know, I don't think he's completely a dick, but I would have waited at the end station.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have been like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to the restaurant now. Like,
Mommy and Daddy need me.
I would have at least stopped there and waited the 2 minutes for the next train to come.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be ridiculous to get off at the next one, because if you can't communicate with the person, how would they know that they needed to get off at the next one?
They wouldn't be getting off. You'd be getting on to the next one.
Yeah, I know.
So
like, get off
you wouldn't
the train
need to communicate.
Well, I guess not.
You would just get on the subway and then find them.
Well, sure, but what happens if they didn't know that and then you didn't find them?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't think he's an asshole.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
I think the parents could suck it up if you were a little bit later than need be. Like, if you're having to take a subway, you're at their mercy anyway.
You're already late anyway, so
yeah, you were already late. Subways are like delayed frequently.
I'd like to know why it took her an additional 20 minutes to get there afterwards.
Well, I'm guessing because subways aren't one right after the other. There's like sometimes 15-ish minutes apart. So you've been on a subway before.
Yeah, but most of the subways that we've been on have moved pretty quick. They're in and out within like 2 or 3 minutes.
I think you'd be surprised if you really sat and looked at the timetables.
Well, sure. If you're going to like O'Hare and you're out like way out there in middle of nowhere, yeah, there's like one every 15 minutes.
Yeah. What is it? The one in the middle of Chicago,
like the Blue Line?
Maybe, or the Loop, or
the Loop, yeah. Those ones have them
those ones are quick. Those are every few minutes. But you get further out and you might be waiting 10-ish, 15-ish. And that's maybe where...
That's what I just said, O'Hare.
Yeah, so that, that's maybe where that all...
Maybe.
I also would have preferred him to at least wait for her to get off the subway and then walk to the restaurant together. That's what I mean. And then they could have giggled about it, like, I
don't know.
As they walked hand in hand to the restaurant for brunch. And then you had said, Mom, Pops, sorry. Shit happened,
Yeah.
Let's order our eggs.
And then you break it down and say, you know what? This story never happened.
Yeah, that pisses me off. Can we not just have anything that is sacred? Like, can people just not protect the Am I the Asshole subreddit and just make it authentic? Let's just make it authentic. Why do we need to insert, like, it's like you're trying to test people. Like, oh, because the real situation wasn't even with a wife. It was with his brother, which is a completely different dynamic.
And he was the one that waited. Or, was last.
Right. So why are you trying to flip this and make a guy or a girl look like a bitch when it was really just a sibling rivalry type situation? Maybe, who knows, because he's a liar and you can't trust anything he says.
Exactly. It's a dick.
Damn. Got me all sorts of heated. I was pretty calm until then. You were the heated one, and now it's just like this stupid dude. He's just playing on my emotions in the Am I the Asshole subreddit. Come on. For all that is holy.
Are you like auditioning for something? With your acting skills?
No, this is pure emotion. Pure emotion.
Oh man, I heard it.
Nothing gets me riled up more than people trying to do these little tests. You know how I feel about tests.
Yeah, tests are tests or we're bad, awful.
Okay.
So, yeah. No, I don't think he was the asshole. I think,
Well, he was with the whole fabrication.
Well, yeah, the lying. Yeah, you don't want to lie.
People don't lie. Don't lie, people.
Don't fucking lie.
Not on the Reddits. Yeah. That's where people go to for advice, updates on life. I went to Reddit to figure out how to refill my Nespresso pods on the cheap. Like, that's where you go. You build community. You don't separate. You don't separate in these subreddits.
Yeah.
Tell them, Jacob.
Don't separate in the Reddits.
Bring them together.
Bring together.
Thank you for your solidarity. Thank you.
And ideas. And stories.
Okay, so next...
We're done with this one?
Yes.
Roll the footage.
It's not footage, Jacob. It's a jingle. There's
Ring the jingle.
No footage.
Ring the jingle.
So here we are. This is called TLDR. Too long didn't read, but in this case, maybe you didn't listen, and also maybe you waited until the end of the podcast to not listen, and now you want to know what we said in just like a few short minutes. So,
yeah,
go ahead.
Shit, I didn't listen. It was too long. What?
Oh, let me help you out here.
Oh, please.
Let me give you the TLDR.
If we only had a segment for this.
So first we opened up with just some blabber about randomness.
Mm-hmm.
Then we segued into this topic, this marriage topic about World Marriage Day, which also happens to be Super Bowl Sunday and also happens to be right at the time of Valentine's Day.
Which is stupid.
So come on, Hallmark.
But fun fact, do you know that there is a spike in babies being born exactly 9 months after the Super Bowl in the cities of which they play in? Did you know that?
The cities?
Yeah. So if the Lions go to the Super Bowl, right, and they win,
Detroit's going to have a population boom?
9 months later, there is a rise in babies being birthed in that month.
In D-Town?
Yes, in D-Town. But this would happen in the winning cities. No.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, that's like the trifecta.
Yeah, this isn't part of the TLDR.
Yeah, it was just a fun fact.
So then we went into hot takes or hot cakes.
Did we? We did. Yep, because that was the KY Kristen. Yeah, you're right.
No, that Kristen's questions was first. Yeah. Hot takes or hot cakes is a whole separate segment. Jacob, if you're not even going to know, just
I am.
We talked about the great toilet paper debate, but you quickly deviated from that topic and you went into the 2-ply, 3-ply.
Because for one, I thought that's where you were going to go at first. And then my mind got heated and I couldn't calm it down.
Yeah.
In time.
He takes his toilet paper very seriously.
I'm telling you, it's a fact. I'm sure there's studies out there that companies that care provide better toilet paper.
Like Kleenex Cottonelle.
That
has like the ripple little pockets. I think it's a superior brand. You in the past have not enjoyed it, and I don't know why. But yeah. Anyway.
I guess I don't remember that.
Then we went into What Would You Do, where we talked about having a surprise guest and how one would navigate that.
Oh, yeah. Surprise guest at home. Yeah.
Yeah. Romantic.
Did we ever? Oh, yeah. We did say we'd shoulder shrug them.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't even know. You should leave.
Yeah.
Like, immediately.
Maybe give us more notice.
Or just don't come over.
We're having a love weekend.
With the kids.
Yeah.
Because nobody will take them.
Because our kid doesn't eat. Then we went into Am I the Asshole? Where this dude strung everybody along. And then 25 days later, he's like, oh, JK, I lied. It wasn't real. It was actually based on this situation with me and my brother.
When I was a kid.
When I was a youth.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have concluded another video cast. Maybe Jacob will actually upload the podcast.
Yeah, I will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, if you like today's episode, please hit that subscribe button. YouTube.com/Married2Stupid.
Is it that what it is?
It's YouTube.com/@
Yeah, I've seen that they've been doing that.
I don't know why it is that way anymore, but it is.
Well, maybe they just ran out.
at Married2Stupid.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Hit the like, the subscribe, comment, because I hear that helps algorithms or something. I don't know, because
Kim from Constantine and Mr. Kim from Constantine.
Yes.
We would appreciate a comment.
Absolutely. Comments.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to hear from you.
And then if you're old school and you still are in the old Spotify or the iTunes.
Snail mail.
iTunes, Spotify.
Slide into those DMs.
I don't know if you know what that means.
I think there's an innuendo there.
That's what I was. Okay. So yeah.
Nobody slide into any DM.
Like, subscribe, and all that.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Bye-bye.
When love gets tricky and you're feeling unsure, tune in.